All right, so you go from stealing candy bars to basically breaking into houses at one point?
Yeah. First, before I started breaking in the house, I used to snatch iPhones.
Okay. I mean, snatching an iPhone is one thing, but actually breaking into a house, that's a whole different situation. Because
Yeah.
now you're dealing with, I mean, you don't know who's inside. You don't know if there's guns inside, there's dogs. You're basically risking your life when you do that.
Yeah.
Like, how old were you when you first broke into a house?
Like 15. 15. That's when everything really started taking place when I was like 15, 14.
Okay. So why did you feel at that point that you need to start breaking into houses?
Around that point, really, I just wanted to have my own money though. So that's why I really started stealing, taking people's stuff. Cause I really just want to have my own money. I ain't want to like take it from my mama's pockets. Cause we had so much siblings and she was doing it by herself. So I'm like, she'd be like, oh, I'm finna go get you this. Go get this. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. I might go get it my own. I ain't tell her that though, but I just like, I'm straight.
Okay. And how many houses did you break into until you actually got caught?
I don't know.
A few.
Yeah, a few.
Okay. Was there ever a situation where someone was inside or you got a gun pulled on you or something crazy happened?
Nah.
So it's pretty much get into an empty house, take what you want, and then leave.
Yeah. But it wasn't like it always wasn't guaranteed. See, like snatching iPhones is guaranteed. You just run up, take them out people's hands, take off. Going out of there, sell it.
Okay. Now, how are you getting into the house? You breaking a window or you?
Yeah, window.
Okay. Well, eventually you got caught.
Yeah.
And how did you get caught?
I didn't get caught physically, it just fingerprints. I'm a jit.
Okay.
I was a jit. I was a jit. And we just go suit up, go, you feel me?
Okay, so you weren't wearing gloves or anything like that.
Nah.
Okay, so then one of the houses that you robbed, they did a fingerprint thing, and then they matched it because you already had a record.
Yeah.
All right. Well, because you were on probation at 14, but now you get caught for burglarizing a house, which is, I mean, that's more of a serious charge. That's a felony.
Yeah.
So what do they charge you with?
They charged me with burglary and vandalism. No, criminal mischief. That's what they call it. For breaking, like fucking up a house or some shit like that. Some shit.
Oh, and you're what, like 15, 16 at the time?
15.
15. Okay, and what do they give you for that?
Really, I was already on probation, but cause they was trying to send me to a program and shit. So I had to go to just like the school like it's like a program, but it's like a level 2. You go to that school, and that's like if you want to succeed at that school, your next step is you going to a program. They gonna send you off to a program. So they had to send me off.
Okay, and you were in that system for what, 2 years? So were you separated from your family and you had to like live there, or you were just still living at home?
I was there, lived there 2 years.
Oh, okay. So they separated you. So it's kind of like jail in a way. All right. So how was that experience?
At first it was kind of like, man, damn, I ain't trying to be here. Then I just started having fun in that bed. I was like, I can't go home, just have fun, fuck it.
Okay, so then you get out by the time you're what, 17?
18.
18. Okay. So you get out at 18, and then what happens next?
What you mean?
Well, I mean, because at this point, do you have a high school diploma or?
Yeah, I had got my I got my GED when I was in the program. It was mandatory in order for me to leave. I couldn't leave like unless I got it.
Okay, so you get out, you're 18 years old, you get reunited with your family again. You got your GED. Do you get back in the streets or you try to get a regular job?
I never tried to get a regular job. Never.
Okay, so you got mixed up in the streets again.
I wouldn't say mixed up in the streets, but I say I'm back out here. I ain't looking for a job though.
Okay, so how are you making money at that point?
Feel me, doing my little things,
Okay. Well, at one point you get locked up for what, like 2 years?
Yeah, that was that time when I went to the program.
Oh, okay. So that was that time.
Yeah,
All
after
right.
that, I got arrested, but I ain't never sick though.
Okay, got it. Before you got locked up, were you doing music at all or not really?
That's when, like, when I was 15, that's why I say everything started happening like 15. So that's when I start rapping. That's when I start even hitting licks and shit. I was just either way, either the booth or you feel me.
All right. Now, were you Hotboii back then, or did you have a different name?
Mm, I had my regular name. I ain't have Hotboii though. I ain't had that name. I got that name from people calling me that. Cause like when I used to go hit licks and shit, I used to come to school with everything on, like the jury and shit. So they used to be like, "Man, you hot, man, Hotboii, da da da," like that. So I'd be like, at first when they first start calling me that, I used to be like, "Man, tighten up, don't call me that. I ain't like that name." I'm like, "Bro, don't call me that." But it just stuck with everybody.
It just stuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, I mean, when you look at hip hop and you look at the name Hotboii, that's a real legendary type of name. Because, you're talking about the Hot Boys with Cash Money.
For sure.
Lil Wayne and BG and Turk and everybody. So you're kind of stepping into some big shoes with a name like that. Was there a lot of comparisons to that in the beginning?
Nah, not even now though. Nah.
Okay. All right. So you get out after 2 years, and then you start taking the rap more serious at that point?
When I first got out, really, cause like I had to start back over, so I kind of like gave up. But I had told myself man, I was like, you been trying to rap like your whole life, so what you gonna stop now for? And then plus I had people around me like, man, when the last time you been to the studio? Stuff like that. I was like, man, I ain't really feeling it. Man, you need to tighten up. So I just started getting back into yoga, getting serious, you feel me?
Okay. So as you're getting back into it, were you cool with, like Glock 9 and, LPB Pootie and all them dudes? Or did that kind of come later?
Yeah, I was cool with Pootie, yeah.
Okay. And you guys started doing music at one point?
Yeah. Me and
All
Pootie
right.
always been like rapping together though. We always been like rapping together. I met Pootie in ninth grade. We had the same seven period. We just end up start rapping and shit.
Okay. Who took it serious first, you or him?
I say he did. He did.
All right. So you get out, you start taking the shit more seriously. Pootie's already starting to kind of buzz a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think was like the first song that really got you over that hump, to the point where, you start buzzing in the city?
And I've been buzzing in the city though. I was buzzing in the city before I went to a program. So
Right. But you got to build it back up again after you got out.
Yeah, I really
so
did.
After you got out, what was that song that did it?
I ain't gonna say that song that did it was YG's. YG's went crazy. That was my first song to like really like do numbers like that. And I think that was like, what, a year ago? Probably like a year ago, some months or something. Nah, probably a year now.
Okay. So how did you feel when you dropped that song and people started to really fuck with it?
I'm like, you feel me? I gotta keep going. I gotta get them more. I gotta get them better shit. That's how I feel. I gotta get them better shit.
All right. And did you have the hair by this time, or did that come
Yeah,
later?
I had my hair like this since I was in the program.
Okay. And I've seen lots of dreadlocks over the years, but I've never quite seen that before. But what gave you the idea to do it like that?
Of course, I'm a Florida boy, of course. But, like, really I was finna have like 40s. Cause usually programs make you cut your hair. But my program was like, oh, you can keep your hair. So I'm in a program I'm already like, everything that while I'm in there, I'm thinking of everything. I'm analyzing everything on the outs. Like, okay, I gotta have this image, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I gotta be different, like that shit. So I'm in a program like, what's some different? Think something different. Like, I might as well do my hair, lock my hair up into threes. I wasn't gonna do 4 though. I wasn't gonna do 4, but I was like, nah, everybody got 4. I'm gonna be the only person with this though. I just rock with it.